Hey everyone, I'm Bryant, also known as Pickleball Bryant. Welcome to the channel. So glad you're here. A lot of you know me in the world for pickleball tips and coaching and best practices. And here in the YouTube channel, the goal is going to go slightly beyond just pickleball. It's going to go more into a little bit more about me, my journeys thus far, up to date, and really the three pillars of my life, which are faith, fatherhood, and pickleball. Faith is it's everything to me. It's where I gain. Faith is where I get my strength. Fatherhood is what gives me my purpose, and pickleball is my passion and it's my outlet. And together, the three of those things make me who I am. How do the communities of tennis and pickleball differ? For me, so tennis will always be a part of my life. My closest and deepest friendships are from the game of tennis. More doors have opened from the game of tennis than I ever thought were possible. But pickleball is quickly becoming that way as well. You know, I'm newer to the game, just a few years involved truly in the pickleball world. And it's easier to get involved within the pickleball community. You can go to one rec game, and instantly feel like you've known someone for a long time. Tennis, it takes a little more while to see someone, you play with them. It's not as like instant. Sometimes it is, but with pickleball, it's almost like clockwork. Man, we just connected. We're playing some pickleball, we're dinking, but at the same time, we're talking about things that, you know, in the outside world, it may take 4 or 5 encounters to get to the level of conversation that we're at. So that's where it's a huge motivator in terms of why I'm in pickleball. Because I not only love the game, I'm so passionate about it. It's such a great outlet. I love how just the challenges of getting better. There's such a beautiful rhythm to the game, the joy it brings. But another big reason is because of the people that have come into my life because of pickleball so quickly. How do I incorporate my faith into my daily routine as a father and a pickleball coach? So I begin and end my day in quiet time. Begin my day with the Lord, end my day with the Lord. I love praise and worship music. So like the downtime that I have, I'm trying to feed myself and uplift myself so I could then be that vessel and that light to those around me. First and foremost, I need to be the example that I want to be for my daughter. And so I get fed from above, and I want to, whoever comes across my day, you know, they may not remember what we discussed, but I want them to leave feeling uplifted, a little different, like I cared, like they were heard. And sometimes that's not always easy. That's exhausting if we're gonna be real. And so like, there's no other way where I gain that strength but from above. And so really being deliberate about spending time in silence and with God is the way that I try to go about that. And then with my students, it's really just, how can I go that extra mile? You know, how can I lead with positivity, lead with encouragement, but lead with truth at the same time. So it's a learning experience. Some days are better than others. But that's the beauty of having the faith, because like there's always a new day and a new beginning and a new opportunity. Now into fatherhood. How has fatherhood changed my outlook on life? Life is no longer about you when you become a father. It is the biggest blessing that I've experienced thus far in this life. It has provided me purpose. It is now my why. It is why I want to continue to push forward, to move the needle, to achieve goals, to pursue excellence, because I have a little one that I'm responsible for, and I want to make sure that she's proud of. And I think in this world, it's the best way to leave a legacy. And one of my favorite sayings and mantras since my daughter was born 5 years ago is, how do you want to be remembered? And that's what I constantly try to have on the forefront of my mind. You know, we all have an asterisk right now when we were born, an asterisk, and then, you know, we all have a limited amount of time. And so like, whenever that time is, I don't know how much time I have here, but with the time I have left, I really want to make sure that it's going to be pleasing to the Lord and make my daughter proud. How has that changed after becoming a single dad? Well, for all the single parents out there, I affirm you to just keep going. You're doing amazing. It is not easy. Parenting in general is not easy. I think it is at the same time, it's one of the most gratifying, satisfying things this life has to offer. As a single father, I'm thankful for the tennis days, because tennis, you're out there, you're on your own, and it compares a lot to being a single parent. Like, you have to make decisions on your own. You have to persist on your own. Everything's on your own. And so the parallels between tennis, pickleball, and single fatherhood are scary similar. And the attributes that I've gained from the individual sports are what I'm trying to pass on to my daughter. Persistence, resilience, what it means to set a goal. How do you overcome adversity? And the list goes on. What have been some of the most rewarding parts of being a father to my daughter? Just being able to experience each milestone in her life, to be a part of her life, to be able to get on both a tennis court and a pickleball court with her. Just from birth to the journey that she is now at 5 years old, like, each year is like its own season and brings its own joys and challenges. And there's so much truth when they say the days are long, but the years fly by. Like, it's hard to remember, like, holy cow, like, it's gone like that. But the blessing and the privilege it is to be a father to a little human that's trying to just figure out life at such a young age. To be a part of that is like the best gift in the world. How has my daughter inspired me to keep moving forward? Well, my daughter's my North Star. She's my why. She is my purpose. And I love being a father, and she is my biggest why right now. And if I'm blessed to have more children in the future, like, that is everything. And so as I make decisions, as I make plans, everything evolves around her. Plain and simple, period. What lessons do I hope to pass on to my daughter? First and foremost, it's the faith. Letting her know that there's a creator here that cares so much about her and that has a plan for her. And that no matter what we experience in life, that we never have to go about it alone. Whether I'm here or not in this life, I want her to know that there's a God that loves her more than anyone else, and that she can always rely on me. I'll always be there. And then more of the smaller things, just showing up, being consistent, and then more for the smaller things, really just keeping your word, honoring your word. Character is everything in today's day, in today's society. And something can be said of just having grit and persistence, whatever it is that you pursue. Things that we all know, but actually executing it and doing it consistently. So how do you balance being a present father with all of your other responsibilities? It really just comes down to making every minute count. And I wasn't good with that. So being so deliberate and intentional with the planning, and then being so focused when I'm with my daughter, being all in as much as possible. And then when I'm working with my job, being all in with my job, with my travel. And then when I'm doing some pickleball stuff, being all in when I'm making pickleball, when I'm making content. You know, I want to make content that, you know, if it's not worth sharing, it's not worth making. I want to give it my absolute all, give it my best, and that's what I want to do when I'm on the court with a student. Like, they are the only thing that matters in this world. Easier said than done, but a mentor of mine says, Bryant, be where your feet are. And so wherever I'm at, that's where I want to be. And then it's amazing, like, again, some days I'm better at it than others, but when I could really execute that, at the end of the day, I can look back and say, wow, there was a lot accomplished. And that wouldn't have been possible unless I was staying present here and now. What advice would you give to other single fathers who are trying to navigate that sort of life? Find other single fathers. Find other dads. Get involved in a pickleball community. The more you can be around others, walking the same path in life, the better. The amount of encouragement you can get from that, your soul will be fed. You'll hopefully lead each other, in a faith-based way. But that's first and foremost. Be involved in a community of some sort, and also prioritize your health, and not just physical health. Spiritual, emotional, physical. And being fit in one does not equate to being fit in another. Like, overflowing in physical health does not mean your mental health is strong or your emotional or spiritual health. All have to be, focused on and equally, exercised. And if all of those are in harmony, then we could show up as our best self as a father for our kiddos. Hey guys, thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Any questions you have, let me know below in the comments, and I can't wait to journey along with each and every one of you.